welcome back everyone to a bit of a different episode, but a new episode for you guys none the same. Tonight we are going to be doing some 5-lap races with the other league guys I race with once a week. So we'll jump into the first race, which is going to be the Melbourne Grand Prix, and we'll see how we fare against these quicker tier 1 guys. As we head down this first corner, hard on the brakes, try and get the car turned in, very understeery. Get that flap open. Get the power down as soon as we can, soon back on the brakes, and again on the power as early as we dare. As we tip it round the fast, flat out right-hander into another heavy braking zone, lift off the brakes, trying to coast the car through and back on the fast pedal. Head on down now into the second sector. So if there's anyone new watching today, thank you for coming along and supporting my channel. Most of my content is Formula 1 or the MotoGP. Nearly lose the back end. Tonight we're just doing some 5-lap races. On YouTube it will be split into separate episodes, so there will be 5 episodes made from this stream. So we'll be here at the Melbourne Grand Prix, and then we're going to head off for the subsequent races. Try and keep it out of the wall. We're going to be back at the grid after that little mistake, but it is what it is. Terrible lap. We're capable of more than that, but the other guys we're racing with tonight are pretty quick, as we've had 2 guys DQ'd, so we're going to start higher up the grid than we expected. So Australia is a favourite track of mine, so we'll see how we fare in the race against these guys. For you, those of you who are unaware, I do stream a league race once a week on a Saturday, 8 PM UK time, 3 seconds slower than Meatball. Look, that guy is so quick, but we'll see how we fare in the race. So out of these guys we're racing with, we're joined by Wavy Mines, Davis, Chris Grand, Meatbird, Aqua Ninjas, 23rd Nebula, Owen Cookie. The bottom 2 names didn't qualify, whether they'll be in the race I'm not sure, but they'll join us for the next race. But out of all the guys, only one of them accompanies me in the tier 2 league, that is Davis. We've got very similar pace, so I'm looking forward to some close racing with him this evening. Owen Cookie, who's just joined, was in tier 2. He's just been promoted to tier 1. Out of the last 5 races he's been in, I think he's won 3 of them, and he's been on the podium for the other 2. So it was quite clear he was too quick for us guys in tier 2. So we booted him off to race with the big boys. As the grid's starting to fill up now, so we should get some good racing here. Can we keep up with that Mercedes is the question. I doubt it very much, but here we go. 8 on the grid, 5 red lights, and we are away for the Australian Grand Prix. Not really a Grand Prix, 5 laps, but we will take it where we can. Meatbird is going very defensive. We're going to have to brake early into this first turn, try and not get taken out from behind, and we're through. Everyone seems to be through the first corner. Safely saying that, there was a yellow flag, so I'm not sure who got collected there, but someone definitely did. As we try and fend off the faster guys behind us. So let's see how we fare. Meatball's going to disappear in front of us. He is one of the championship contenders in the tier 1 category. So I'm just trying to concentrate on the braking zones here. So we're going to get overtaken here by Wavy Mines. Going to go defensive on the inside. As we're going to have to tuck in behind and see if we can keep pace. I very much doubt it, but let's be positive and see what we can do. To come up to the far chicane, this is where I lose a lot of my time, so we're going to throw it in, throw it around off the brakes. We nearly lost the back end through that sector, so we seem to be gapping the cars behind a little bit. Whether that's artificial where they're being held up, I'm not sure. Kronos Grand I've not raced with. He is a new driver who will be joining us in Tier 2 as of Saturday. So it'll be interesting to see where his pace is compared to me, being as I'll be racing with him. Meet Bell's just disappearing up the road. He's gone completely, as expected, but we'll try and see what we can do, try and just get a few fun laps in, some close racing, but we'll see what we've got as Davis has managed to get past Kronos, so that's an indicator that he's going to be there racing on our pace, so that's nice to see. As we throw it round towards the second sector now, tyres should have warmed up so we can push a little bit harder. Obviously green sector because the first sector was from a standing start. Hard on the brakes, the corner catches me out so often. As we squeeze on the ERS button just to try and gap away from the incoming Red Bull of Davies. He's having to just dab the brakes where the setup on this car just isn't there. It's only 5 laps. Let's see if we can keep ahead of him. He's within 2 seconds. Just keep him out the DRS, and we should be. I'm hoping we should be safe. We're going to head on towards our 3rd lap. Bit hesitant, light in the rear up there. We don't want to push too hard. Now we can start deploying some of that energy we've got stored up, knowing that the cars in front are faster and the cars behind are. As they are approaching, as we have to get out of the gas there as we go through the first corner. Davies is coming, I'm scared. No, that was close. We save losing the back end coming around there. That corner catch you out without even thinking about it is very deceptive. There's so much time to be gained and lost there, same as on this corner where I always lose time. But let's just be hopeful. He's gained half a second in the first sector and a half, so we'll squirt the ERS down this back straight, try and extend that gap we've got there, which is floating around the 2 seconds mark, so we should be safe for the podium in this 5 lap race. Nerves to throttle, here we go. Gapping him slightly, we've gained some time on him there, so whether he's had a scruffy last sector I'm not sure, or whether we've found our rhythm little too late. Guys in front in 4 laps is embarrassing, gapped nearly 10 seconds, so they're finding 2.5 seconds somewhere where it perplexes me. I really do not know. Oh no, as Davies has spun it behind us, so that's pretty much concreted our podium here in Melbourne. So we'll just almost cruise round to the end now. This first race hasn't been as much of a battle as we were hoping, but we will take the 3rd position and we'll take the place. Oh, Meatball's DNF'd it, so we're actually going to get promoted here to P2. We will take that. Yes, we will. He's lost it coming around that chicane. It's impressive he's done that because damage is on reduced. So to completely bin it in a reduced race and get a DNF, it's an impressive feat. Well done, Meatball. This shows you were pushing. You're not a racer until you push. I push, just not in the right places. That's why you're 2 seconds a lap quicker than me. But we shall see how we fare. I'm just going to fire it into the first corner. Let's go for our PB here, shall we? Let's leave the ERS going a bit longer than we should have. Owen Cookie is in 4th, so I'm not sure what happened. He's very quick man, so the fact he's out of this race, well, not out of this race, but so far down, makes me think he was involved in that first lap incident, but I could be wrong. and throw it into the second sector now. We're going to come around and take P2 in this first race of our mini series tonight. If you are watching this on YouTube afterwards, there's a time penalty. There it is. Too busy talking rubbish. But yeah, this will all be compiled into a mini series on my YouTube channel afterwards. So if you guys want to go back and watch any races, probably not this one. It's not been the most interesting race to watch. However, it will still go up on the channel. Bad content might get the publicity for the wrong reasons. All we're after is that organic growth. As Wavy Minds takes the win in that Williams. It's nice to see a Williams winning. Obviously in this the performance is all equal, but nevertheless we come round to take second place at the Melbourne Grand Prix. It wasn't the most action-packed race. 5 laps and he's disappeared 15 seconds up the road. It's quite embarrassing from my half, but these guys are quick. Very quick. Owen Cookie, Meatbell, 23rd Nebula and Aqua Ninjas all DNFing. Whether or not that is Cookie and 23rd Nebula not actually starting the race, I'm not sure, but we'll take the P2 and we will head on into the next race. Wavy Main's driver of the day, of course, with that impressive and commanding victory. We lost the back end, so hopefully those two can have a good race next race for a time. Until the next episode, guys, I will see you on the track.